Right, test one review. Okay, so graph these two. Now you're going to graph this one, by the x and y intercepts, and graph this one by the slope and the y-intercept. So let's take a look at this one first. What you're doing is this, x and y. When x equals 0, what does y equal? In other words, if that's not there, okay, then can you see, divide both sides by -5, divide both sides by -5, you're going to y equals -3, okay? So again, when x equals 0, y equals -3. So let's just keep on going, okay? When y equals 0, when that's not there, then 3x equals 15, divide both sides by 3, then x equals 5. So those are the 2 points to plot. Okay, so y is -3, x is 5, and pretty much that's it, okay? There you go. Right, this one. So remember, the y-intercept is 5. We're going to start right there. Now, using the slope, we're going to go down 2 and over 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and that would be, it goes on forever, but that's pretty much it like that, okay? That's those two done. Fairly quick and easy. Right, next one. Question 2. Okay, this is a linear function. There we go. Remember, slope and y-intercept still. If you want to think of it, think about this. That's going to be the y-intercept, and that's going to be the slope. It's going to go down 1,500 for every one. Okay, so, and that's what we're going to do. Graph this function. Now, when it says this, of course, that should be an equal to, but it just means just in quadrant 1 here, okay? Okay, so graph it. It's going to start at 360,000. I've done these by the thousands, okay? So 400,000, so 300,000, 320, 340, 360. It's going to start right there. That is 360,000, okay? It goes down 15 for every one. Down 1,500, sorry. So, let's have a think about it. It might be easier to pick another point. When x is 100. Maybe when x is 100, okay? Maybe do that one. Okay, so when x is 100, so 360, sorry, 000. When x is 100, that is 1500. So what's that? That is 110. So what's that? That's about, so x is 100. About there, I think. I hope that's right. 200, no, oh dear, 210, sorry. 210,000. That's up there, isn't it? About there. Let's get rid of that. My mistake. I can't subtract. Okay, so that's pretty much it, really. I suppose we could find out what actually, it might be a good idea, because you're going to do it here right now, actually, is how long is it until the building is completely depreciated? In other words, its value is 0. Now, you finding out when the value is 0 is finding out what the x-intercept is. Okay, so in other words, if you do this, 0 equals 360 minus 1,500x. Okay, you're going to find out what this is. Now, that's how you do part B. How long does it take? What's the x value until the building is worth nothing? So if I add 1,500x to both sides, right, divide both sides by 1,500. Hang on, let me get my calculator out. Okay, calculator, cancel. 360,123 divided by 1,500 equals 240, and that's why I've got it right there. Right, so actually now I can do that graph even better. There you go. There, that's the graph. So what is it? How long? 240 months. Right, 240 months. Okay. Right, the point 60, basically, what does this mean? Okay, after 60 months, the building's worth $270,000. That's all that is, okay? Right, okay, question 3. Factoring, or the quadratic equation formula. This will factor into, right, two numbers, -24 when you multiply, +5 when you add. That is +8 and -3, isn't it? Yeah, so x equals -8. And x equals +3. There you go. Quick as that. Now this one, if you're going to use the quadratic equation formula, go ahead. I'm going to say I can factor it. It's 3x and 1x. 7, right, is 7 times 1. If I put the 7 there and the 1 there, right, let's play around with this. I think if that's that and that's that, so when I FOIL it, 3x squared, positive 7x, take away 3x, yep, and negative 7. Okay, so that is correct. So the zeros are x equals 1. Now I'm going to set this 3x plus 7 equal to 0 to help me. Take away 7, 3x equals negative 7, divide by 3, so x equals 1, and x equals negative 7 thirds. But please go ahead and do the quadratic equation formula if you want to, okay? Question 4. Right, solve the system by graphing, okay? So again, well actually, it's a bit like question 1 really, isn't it? We're doing it again, but this time we've got 2 lines, and we've got to figure out where they cross. So, x and y, right, for this one. When x equals 0, can you see that y equals 8? Okay, because that's not there. When y equals 0, can you see that x equals 2? Divide both sides by 4. Okay. Right, let's plot that. Y equals 8, x equals 2. Hopefully a nice straight line. Ugh. That's not too bad. Right, the next one. When x equals 0, negative y equals 10, so positive y equals negative 10. Where's that down there? Okay, when y equals 0, 2x equals 10, so x equals 5. Oh, help me. Is it that? I think, I'm check. That looks like, it looks like 3, negative 3. Maybe I should check. No, it's not, is it? Have I just made it? You see, okay, so obviously I have to do horrible straight lines there, because that's not going to work. 4 times 3 is it 3 negative 4? Oh, wait, oh, good grief. Oh, have I just gone through the wrong point? Maybe it's 3 negative 4? This is why you have to have straight lines, all right? Don't listen to me waffling on here in the video. So that's going to, that will work. 2 times 3 is 6. Yeah, there it is. That's the correct one. Okay, that's it. Because I checked the numbers. That wouldn't work. Again, so that's why you've got to have straight lines, all right? Where they cross is the solution. Right, let's take a look at this one at the bottom here. If a ball is stood upwards at 96 feet per second from the top, 100 feet, so again, that's where the 100 comes from and the 96 comes from. How long is the height? So this is the height, so this is where this is going to go. It's just coincidence you've got a couple of 100s in here. You've got this, 100 equals 100 plus 96t minus 16t squared. If I take away 100 from both sides, whoops, minus. I've got that, okay? This is what I'm going to work on. So it needs factoring. So I'm going to look for some space above here. They'll both divide by, well, you can factor a 16 out and a t out. Actually, you can divide factor a negative 16 out. But supposing you think of that as a 16 and a t, you're going to have this. Divide that by 16. Down there, you get 6t. Divide this by 16, you get negative t squared. Right, so I'm going to write it like this. Well, you could factor the t out and say this, okay? If you factor the t out, you're going to get 6 minus t, okay? So the two zeros are 0, so t equals 0, that's 1 time, and t equals positive 6, and that's the answer. It takes 6 seconds after the ball is thrown to reach a height of 100 feet. So again, I just use this, all I did was put 100 in there, and solved it. Whether you factor or use the quadratic equation formula, you'll get 0 and 6, but the answer is 6 because 0 is where you started from anyway at that height of 100 feet. Okay, right there. So 6 seconds.